respond, you were going to get beat.
This is a nice throw by Jake Garcia. Put it right there.
Morris to make good decisions. Play action. Morris has 3 men going deep. He's chased, eludes a man. Has a man short, wants to go deep. Wide open.
Unbelievable touchdown, Miami. Safety 7-2. Later in the second, Kaya finds Stacy Coley over the middle. No one can catch him.
In his face and gets it out on time. Harley's able to keep his balance, and then it's just a foot race to the end zone. What a play.
Will throw. Looking for Knighton out of the backfield. He's got it, and he's gone.
Canes family, welcome back to another review. It's offensive coordinator time, probably the hottest subject that I've ever seen as part of Canes Twitter. And not any shade, but we got to start this thing off with some red zone scoring. I mean, I just need to see points inside the 20. Everybody knows what's up. I'm not going to say no names, but you know that was lacking. That was lacking. So you have UTSA here, man, and they're going to drop their corners into a deep zone. And then just start banjoing everything inside while they have a spy on their quarterback. Houston has a little mobile quarterback. But I just love this because they're faking a smash concept right here. You have this dig coming in. You have this little speed out going in. And look at Tank Dell, right? Look at his body. He's selling. Tank Dell is a beast. So this is nice. But this is why you need a receiver coach to know what your guys want to do so they can teach their receivers how to do it. See that? Where his head. Here comes the fake. This defender's automatically thinking, all right, I'm going to pass him off to my guy. We have that corner covered. And then here comes Tank snapping him back around across the inside, wide open for a touchdown. You're going to see it a little bit later, like literally in a couple seconds when they replay this junk. But, that's sexy. That is what we're talking. We're going to make somebody feel comfortable. Oh, it's just a smash concept. He's going this way. That's how you use, the inner tunes of route running to get things for you. And your OC, they got to understand their personnel. So right here's Tank. He's going to go ahead and get this outside stem. Here, sells with eyes. You always got to sell with your eyes. Because, look, now this dude's going to turn and look at the quarterback. He has no idea. He thought he just passed him off. This is great. This is how you scheme a guy open. Tank Dell is going to be double covered throughout this whole damn review, and he gets the ball anyways. That's what we need. We need somebody who could scheme somebody open, let that bit fly. TVD about to eat. I might start telling lies, but, hey, who cares? It's what we do, baby. Yes, Canes family, not only do I got you guys with the film reviews, but if you guys taking a break from the TL and starting engaging in white-collar crime, I got just the law firm for you. With my dogs over there at Sala, Astorita, and Cox is a boutique law firm that focuses on white-collar criminal defense and SEC regulatory matters. So we know that's big boys. We know what the SEC is. And they represent victims of financial fraud. Their partners have experience with the Department of Justice and the SEC and are AV rated. So that's big boys. Thus, they are routinely listed as Florida super lawyers and Florida's legal elite. They can be contacted at 561-989-9080 or go to their website at Salah, SALLAH, law.com. Let's get it. Yes, let me get some of that. Let me get some of this, man. We got double stacks, formations, spread out. Look at that defense. Look at this box. That's a sexy box to run into. And guess what's better? When you have a quarterback who can run, which we do, in Jakari and in TVD. People are asleep on my dog, but my dog can move. Look at this QB power here. Look at how light this box is. This is 5 on 7, basically. That's what the numbers is. This is really similar to Lashley's offense, where the running game is really predicated on numbers in the box. So you pull that tight end, you pull that left guard, and boom. Here comes the QB power. You have numbers for it. You can get a first down. I really like this style and element of the offense, to be honest with you. Spread they ass out. I'm all about that numbers game in the box. It was driving me crazy last year to see us run with 8 people, 9 people in the box. Like this thank you. This is it, Canes family. Like we're here. We're out the Stone Age, my guy. So this is, the new thing when it comes to football, the quarterback sneak. If anybody sees the Eagles play Jalen Hurts, that play is pretty much unstoppable. But, a lot of the quarterbacks, a lot of big, strong quarterbacks, TVD, big, strong quarterback, do this. They walk into the line, and it's just so hard to stop. So, again, we struggled. I can't even emphasize how much we struggled in short yardage situations just a year ago. So, one, aggressiveness, which he had to have the go-ahead from his head coach to go for it, on your 35-yard line on the first drive of the game. So, shout out to that. That's my type of guy. But, again, just do what's not just trending but is working, my G. Like, just it's happy to see a guy that's doing stuff that is modern. It's going to fit great. We have a big, strong quarterback. Obviously, the future of Jakari Brown in this offense seems really good. I'm going to get into a lot of stuff for Jakari moving forward. Again, another critical situation you have to convert. You're going to bring Tank here in motion, so everybody and their mama is going to be looking as the best player on the field. And then here comes that counter. You see that pull, that backside left tackle, left guard. Now the quarterback has a convoy. Everybody's down blocking except that right tackle. He's pushing outside, and then it creates that alleyway, right? Great way to convert, man. So running quarterback, I think he could adjust. Running quarterbacks, I think he'll adjust, man. So TVD, some of that mobility will be shown, but moving forward with Jakari, I think this is going to be a big piece of the offense. 11 personnel here. You have your tight end here, trips here to the field side. Simple inside zone, something we've seen a lot, but Texas Tech has 3 down linemen, so this is going to be lovely. You see everybody in one motion when you're zone blocking. You're just stepping to get either right or your left, right? But since there's going to be a free man, these guards are going to both get up to the linebackers, man, which is awesome to see. Both guards up to a backer, and that just creates that huge hole for the running back. So this is a third and 10 being converted on a run. That's what you like to see. I do believe, even Coach Dawson has said it himself that he got away from the running game a little bit last year. Obviously, his main back was hurt, and he kind of manufactured a lot of things with his quarterback and a couple other guys and stuff. Excuse me, I got the hiccups for some reason. But I'd love to see this is a simple thing with the zone blocking, man. I mean, they're going to coach the life out of these O linemen. I'm pretty sure, the O linemen at Houston aren't going to be the same caliber at the Francises and the Pancakes and whoever else comes in, Cohen, Matt Lees. You guys get what I'm saying. So the running game, which I will go over, some bright moments, which is one like this, and some down moments. But I do believe, Mario Cristobal and our offensive line, Coach Mirabal and that staff is going to make that obsolete. So I'm loving the innovativeness here. Obviously, he does a lot of quick passes, quick screens to help alleviate some of that running game woes, which I'll get more into later because I don't think that's great for the O-lineman sometimes when it comes to mentality-wise. With Rhett Lashley, we did a lot of those things, and then when you needed a yard, you couldn't run for it. But let's just get into the good right here. It's going to be a running back screen. This is an innovative, right? So you're engaging, and you're letting your right side, release and let your left side keep going. So this looks real. This is a rollout, but it's a rollout screen. You see these linemen go ahead and start releasing to get upfield. This is all day planned, so it makes it look to a defensive lineman like, hey man, he's rolling out, he's trying to escape this pressure. You got these guys blocking skill still, but it's really just the right side releasing and then getting this guy behind the line of scrimmage just in case they can't throw any flags for it. But again, I like some innovativeness. Great. You can't run the ball with some of the personnel you got. Find a way around it. Again, masterful at the screen game. When you don't have a running game, you got to manufacture some of these yards, right? So you bring your best player in motion. Tank Dell, look at everybody's eyes. They're looking at him, and then now you release your back out for the screen. Now the linemen are out in front. Great blocks here from the O-lineman. An excellent block here from this receiver, man. He's a baller, too. You'll get into it. But, if anytime you get a short play downfield, that a short play that goes all the way downfield, great blocking. Could have been a block in the back here, but, ref's sitting right there. If he ain't throw it, he ain't throw it. Again, just get the best player going east, come back west. It's just a great misdirection, man. This is just how these offenses work. You're going at such a high tempo that you give the defense something, they're focused on it, and then you hit them somewhere else. And then by the time they realize what really happened, you're already getting back on the ball to snap it again. So they never really get set. It's just a lovely style of offense. Again, just 12 personnel. This is something Canes fans should be really familiar with. When we had Rhett Lashley here, this is just, 2 receivers out. You have your 2 tight ends, simple zone read. This looks just like the Cam Harris UAB 73-yard touchdown, right? You get your bodies here, right? They're flowing, they're zone blocking. You see everybody stepping to the right. Running back pushes the line of scrimmage and just starts weaving through, and then there's the crease, right? Safety takes a bad angle, and then it's off to the races. This is literally very similar to Rhett Lashley's running game. I know a lot of people had issues with it. I was one of those people, but when it works, it pops. Trust me, it's going to pop. It's all about numbers in that box. Like, I know it's hard to say a quarterback who threw for 4,000 yards is cheeks, but bro, he really is. Looking at this film, I just we're on a different. Thank God we have TVD. Let's just say that. So this is trips here, bunch on the hash. This is 3rd and 4. Your OC is gonna draw you up a first down so easy. Till your number 1 guy, you got to be able to take it, right? So you're spreading them out. You got them trips bunched here. Here's Tank Dell, right? This is what we're doing. This is just get inside and then take him upfield. This is an automatic free release because there's nothing you could do to touch him. You're sitting right here, my guy. There's no pressure. There was no reason to step up like that. Here's Tank Dell sitting at the first down like it's drawn up to do. That you have to be able to take that. I'm sorry. That's cheeks. I'm sorry. That's just cheeks, my G. This is literally drawn up for you. I've never seen somebody look at something, see it worked, and then said, "Hey, I think I'm Johnny." You're not, fam. You're not. 2x2 set here with your back. This is going to be cover 3. You could tell just by the way these guys moving and their technique, shells. So they got their deep third, and the safety who's not even on the screen, has deep middle. So what you're looking for is, one, you're trying to spread linebackers out. So that's what this out to Tank does. This is going to go ahead and draw 2 defenders towards him. And now you got this dig butt naked across the middle, which is the soft spot because that safety has to be as deep as the deepest man, and you already sent somebody down here. So the safety has to maintain his depth to help that corner if he needs to, and then it's boom right in the middle, right? So that's one of the weaknesses of cover 3, either those seams or that deep middle if you can get over that second level defender. So this is just money how you run it in the air raid. Again, what I mean, Canes family, this is a numbers in the box. Like, we run the ball when we have numbers, right? So they spread out 2x2 set, it's 4 wide. Guess what happens here when you shift out this running back, right? So this guy comes with them. Now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 6. So now you're going 6 on 5. You love those numbers all day. That linebacker ended up dropping back, but it's, excuse me again, hiccups ain't going nowhere, y'all boys. It's been hours, but this is how you lighten up the box. Like, we were motioning people in last year tight to then have those people follow them and then run it up into it. It was crazy, my G. It was just defied all logic. I love the fact that the number say run, we gonna run that bit. This is nice setup here from the OC. So it's a quad look here. We're gonna be looking at 2 plays. It's a quad look here. You have a tight end, 3 receivers out. This is just a simple go ahead and block. I'm throwing this ball to Tank a little speed out behind the line of scrimmage, so y'all can go ahead and block. Obviously, it's a positive play. You're giving it to one of the best playmakers in the country. It's just, again, Canes fans, just watch this little simple concept. So everybody now has to fly out because it's Tank. You have to respect it. You have to get out there because if you're not running full speed, before he gets the ball, then you're most likely not going to get there, right? So then let's go ahead and get over here to here, and we'll see how that play. We're going to go ahead and send Tank in motion and see what this same concept does. Now everybody's spreading wide. This guy's going for that backer. Now it's QB draw time with the center leading the way. This is big stuff. I mean, this is a guy who's setting things up, but it doesn't have to be a negative play or a sacrifice play like we saw a little bit with Lashley. You don't have to just kill a play just to set it up. You can have a successful play and then spread these guys. I mean, this is all about getting these guys horizontal, and now we going vertical. So this is a numbers thing in the box. I mean, there's nobody left. This guy's running butt naked up this hash. Like, this dude doesn't even make his block, and he still scores. I mean, this is just great play calling here. Again, Gotta have it. It's 3rd and 4. They're bringing their tight. It's a 22 set. So you got 2 backs in the backfield. They're bringing their tight end in motion. It's telling them it's zone. By the way, they're checking. This is just great here. You're gonna have. We'll just let it roll real time. I'm sorry that we gotta watch the Yankees and Orioles. You got a mesh concept here, which is gonna hold second level defenders, and you get that curl right over the top. So what's going on here is you get that motion. Tells you it's not man. You got this out and up coming here from this running back, and you have this drag. This mesh concept coming here. So that's going to keep the defenders here. They're playing the sticks. So what that does is that outside receiver who is standing in a little bit is going to get a free release and then just push up field and stop, which is just money because as this guy continues to cross, it's going to widen this guy out. So that automatically opens the throwing lane. So that's just understanding, coverages. That's understanding and having a plan. If this was man, those crossing routes would have probably been good. That out and up or wheel route from the running back might have been a chance for a one-on-one or a go ball. But this is just really understanding how to move the football. Canes family should, know things like this. When we had trouble, punching it in the goal line, we went to the RPO game and was ripping that thing to Rambo on this slant. This is no different. This 12 set personnel. Keep your 2 receivers split. Go ahead and hold it, and then just take that one-on-one slant all day to your best guy, which is going to be Tank for them, and it was Rambo for us. We'll see who steps up to be that guy for the Hurricanes this year, but I expect it a lot. I'm expecting a lot of RPO slants coming out of this offense. All right, look, Canes fans, I ain't trying to give y'all nightmares, but he does run counter. I know it's in a lot of our minds what that running play does, but now it's going to be on our side. So you're going to see here trips here to the field side. You're going to bring this H back in your left guard. You see the running back here, counter. Let's go ahead and get that popping for the first down. This is just a blessing to see because I think everybody and their mama who understands as a Canes fan that counters are very effective against aggressive defenses. So we can go ahead and run this all day. Seeing this finish off this drive the way they did, made me a little happier about it. They bring the tight end here in motion, so it's going to be 2 tight ends on this 12 set. And this ball off his zone blocking. Everybody's very familiar with this scheme. But to punch it in, so you had your first run, right? This is literally the same play. If they ain't stop it the first time, are they going to stop it the second time and hand that thing off for the first down? So I like the attitude. I feel like when this guy has the horses, obviously at Southern Miss, he had a great running game going on. Had a great running game going on in 2021. If he has his horses at running back, which we have horses at running back, I think the running game is going to, take care of itself. But again, same play 3 times in a row, man. Just this time, no motion. Go ahead and hand this thing off and punch it into the end zone for a touchdown. So nice to see that physicality. Nice to see that, just that want to just overpower, set the tone. This is the 4th quarter. It's a low-scoring game. But, keep leaning on them all game so you can get these type of opportunities and then finish with that toughness. Love this. This is another 22 set. You got 2 running backs here. Look at this box. There's there's more bodies in here. It's going to tell you, hey, maybe a little favorable outside. Going to go ahead and swing this guy in motion across. Works out perfectly because they did a nickel blitz. Quarterback sees it, automatically gets it out there, right? So that's a run pass option. He has the option to give it, but that box was just looking too good. That outside was looking just too good not to go ahead and swing it. And then this guy blitzed. This is just perfect in the making. But this is what happens when you're counting numbers in the box. You can go ahead and get out of a bad play. I feel like we had so much bad plays last year that we could have just got out of if you had things built in this way to the offense. This guy could have literally just handed that ball off if he wanted to, or if that's what the numbers told him to, or you can go ahead and swing this out if the numbers tell you to, man. Like, this is just the new age of college football. We got a taste of it already. Hopefully we don't ever deviate from it. Again, I am so happy that we have TBD because, bro, this man is, I'm telling you, he probably is the worst quarterback to ever throw for 4,000 yards. Trust me, bro. Yeah, trips here to the field side. He's going to just not take a first down here. Who wants the first down? Why take this first down? It's 3rd and 3. Okay, let's not take this first down. Let's continue to sit in the pocket. All right, we have a delayed release from the back. Let's not take this first down. He's showing you his numbers the whole way up. Let's just go this way. I mean, bro, this dude is legit cheeks, bro. Definitely the worst quarterback to ever throw for 4,000 yards. Cause I mean, dog, like he's allergic to taking the easy first down throw that's given to him. I mean, bro, like I showed a couple earlier. Like, dog, they've been littered. I didn't want to fill up the tape with it, but bro, I think the level of QBs that he can get at Miami is gonna unlock this offense to the next level. Cause I mean, Jesus, my guy, the boy think he Johnny. You ass. Oh, it's third down. You know you have man. I'm loving this concept, right? So you're gonna go ahead and have two by two. You're gonna have this speed out, just leak out, man, and get this going. It's gonna be a high low. But look at this inside stem. This is an out route. Get inside, beautifully run. This is why you need to have a receiver coach who understands the intricacies of running these type of routes. Get that inside stem in, start pushing vertical. See how this guy opens up, and then it's baked chicken. Now he has outside leverage on an outside breaking route when he originally, didn't have that leverage. So it's all about it's all about the inner workings of these things, bro. You snap the ball and get a first down on third. That's 3 more chances, unless you have a turnover or something, to get that ball moving. So this is critical to have somebody with this type of mindset to, one, be aggressive, and two, just have concepts that really work. Start off in a 2x2, and you have a little stack going on over here. Motion their tight end over here, so it's trips here to the field side. We're gonna send everybody deep, my G. Go ahead. Go ahead. Clear out, clear out, clear out. Fake block, fake block. Everybody's going to get into their depths. Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's give me this first down. Easy money. This is what I love to see. Just some creativity. Get everybody ass down there. Yeah. Now we throwing it real quick on a delayed block, to our tight end. Like, just be innovative. Be fun. This is probably one of the funnest reviews I've done, and probably since making my last review for the OC, just hyping it up. I mean, Jesus, bro, this is just nice to see. Just saying, he probably would have averaged more points per game at Houston if, he had a better kicker, man. I originally thought this thing was blocked, my G, but Bubba Back said just out here, backing it up. I mean, it looked like it, but it just goes so left. No one touches it. This other angle, man, like nobody touches this ball. It just goes that way. I mean, God. I got to give Lashley his credit because, they're actually going to run Lashley's play that, he made big popping versus Pitt. So this is what you want, though. You want an coordinator, who can incorporate new things and, have their turn of people stealing their concepts, right? So make this work here. They're going to go ahead and get their receiver in motion. Hand this off. Get him going in. He's going to catch it, punch it back, and now here comes the tight end leaking down the sideline. Not the best of balls. Probably should have, let him. But, again, just give the tight end a chance. But, again, big head top, incorporating this concept. I mean, probably throws it a little earlier, puts it out ahead. It's probably a bigger play. But it is what it is. As long as you complete the shot play, you complete it. But nice to see. I've been comparing him to Lashley, and then just see this Lashley play on on the review. It's just nice to see. So this is an area where you want to see just maybe a little bit more. But I think our offensive line help maybe be able to run it more in here. This is a 12 set. You got your 2 tight ends. You got a receiver down here. He's going to go ahead and give his best receiver a fade ball. It's wide open. The quarterback just misses it. You got to get this completion. It's a touchdown. But since you don't, now you got to try to go ahead and run the football. But when you manufacture, like I said earlier, when you manufacture the run game all the time, you don't have that mentality with your old linemen. So now it's crunch time, and you got to go ahead and man up and go ahead and block these guys mano. Sometimes it just doesn't work out in your favor. You're gonna get stopped here. Looks great. Here comes the QB sneak that we loved. It's going to get stopped here. Great job by Memphis defense, by the way. It's super hard to stop a QB sneak, man. I'm just saying. Here comes 4th and goal again. Stopped. So, I mean, you have to go ahead and develop that mentality when it comes to running the football. So I think Coach Mario is going to, make sure that happens. Coach Mirabal is going to make sure that happens. But that's just something you have to worry about when you fabricate the run game. So you call it an extension of the run game with these quick passes, bubble screens, quick things, flats, all that stuff, right? But you don't let your linemen build that, that throughout the course of the game and start leaning on people. So now you're in the third quarter and, you can't get a yard. A lot of things happened like that last year, where we couldn't get a yard, and it's kind of due to that, in my opinion, or at least a key factor in that, in my opinion. 2x2 set here. You have this into the boundary. You're gonna have a switch release, so basically all this means is, that's all a switch release is. And this is going against cover 3, so this is playing shell. He's playing deep third. You're gonna see this safety sit. And while he gets deep middle, and you'll see this corner as well. But what happens when you have this switch release, you're going to get him basically free up the seam, which is the weakness of cover 3. This is going to be a great ball here this time from his quarterback. You see that going now. He's inside. Put it high. Boom. Easy money. So this is the type of explosive plays that we're supposed to be taking. Obviously, that's just a great job by the receiver fighting after the catch. But, again, great. If that would have been a cover 2 concept, he probably would have hit his swing man, in the gap between that safety as he goes, out here. So this is, if it's man on a switch release, it's super hard. So it's nice to see concepts that could have worked no matter what type of, look you get on that play. This was nice to see, 2x2 set. Instead of the inside zone, one with a little outside zone here for the first down. Great job by the O-lineman getting upfield. Great cut by the running back, and for great results. But nice to see just a little mix-up. Not just a handed inside zone. Nice to see the outside zone, especially with the speed that Houston has. We're going to have that speed here at Miami plus some. 2x2 set here. Your outside receiver is going to be the same concept Tank Dell scored on last time. Instead of him running that corner, he ran that post. Now this time, instead of making it look like a smash concept and going across, it's actually just a smash concept. So you have this little quick flat from your running back. You have this snag, slant stop, and then here comes the corner right over it. So that clear window just to put it on the sideline for this touchdown. You're attacking the safety. He's trying to keep inside because you're showing that, hey, you'll fake that smash and go across the middle, and then now you just hit it with a perfect ball to the sideline. That's just how you do it, man. Nice to see when you go man on the goal line, you're prepared for it. Nice little rub route, delay, speed out. Get this slant going across as long as you're fighting through it. Low-key, I thought he was blocking a little bit. Got to settle a little bit better than that. But it doesn't get called. Easy touchdown. Love this. You're in the red zone. Again, something that, hindered us a lot last season. Simple. Don't make it easy. See everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're going to bring people. It's going to be one-on-ones. Simple smash concept. He's scared to give up the inside. One move inside, he's going to overreact. Easy money. Don't make it harder when it needs to be. That's what I love about it. Easy money. I love this. Another pressure look here in the red zone. You're going to get this trips here to the boundary, so you can have more space going on here with this one-on-one matchup, which is just literally going to be a whip route. He's going out. He's cutting back in. Easy money. Get your best player in space, one-on-one. Trips over here is going to hold this safety. That safety is not going this way. He has all this action going here. Then you get the whip route from outside back in. This is how you get your playmaker the ball in space, 1v1. All right, Kings family. So 13 set here. You got 3 tight ends, 1 receiver. You're going to go ahead and get this play action hard. Delay, block, and then release for this easy over-the-top touchdown pass. Love it. Red zone, get some creativity. Let's get some points, baby. Love this. So we already talked about the switch release, but this is basically like a bait, right? So you're going to have this receiver going out, running like out route. You'll have him going in. So you think, they're about to switch release, and then he just continues to go upfield for a fade. That's just nice, man. That's really nice. You'll see them going across. He's going to push inside and then get outside for that fade. So faking the switch release, getting to the fade, and then getting the back shoulder ball. That's creative. I've actually never even seen that concept. So that's super cool. I'm learning from that. Thank you, bro. So much times last year we didn't even give. There was like probably I can count on one hand how much balls traveled in the air in the end zone. I mean, we were not doing anything like we were not putting up any 50-50 ball in the end zone to come down with. Just nice to see a guy throwing fades, man. So you see that receiver, basically he's just reestablishing the line of scrimmage. He's just cutting closer, getting into him just to lean him inside a little bit, and then he break out for that fade. The fade ball is beautiful. You got to take it. It's an aggressive mindset. I hate people who don't throw fades. I don't want to say I don't respect them, but, you know, from down here, you know, you want the fade. I mean, I just was coaching the 7-on-7 tournament, bro, and guess what? Every player asked me for. Let me get that fade. Let me get that fade. Man, recruit some dogs. Get that fade going. You know, like we've seen already, man, you go heavy with 13 set, 3 tight ends on the field just to get that space for this RPO. Easy money to slant, just like we did with Rambo, baby. So trips here to the field side. You have your tight end here, your 2 receivers. Off rip, you're pulling that left guard and that and that tight end. It's a counter play. Something that I do not have to explain is why it's super successful to Kane's family. Go ahead and get this counter. Easy cut back up for a touchdown. I mean, this is just how you draw it. You want to shave, you know, wash that D line down. Everybody's zone blocking to the right other than our poolers. You get that tight end whamming. You get that pooler. And now it's just follow your blocks. Great cut inside by that running back who is their baller, Sneed. And, you know, don't get away from it. It's very successful. It's the counter game, man. Go ahead. Now you're in the 2x2 set. Go ahead and get that left guard going, that tight end going again. And guess what? Just cut off that tight end's block. This is a great job here from this old lineman. I got to shout him out because look at this, man. Driving. He's a left tackle here. He's going to, actually, it's the right guard. I'm just tripping. He shoots up for this hole. I mean, dog, kudos to this right guard. But again, running that counter, again, you don't have to explain it to Kane's family, but I'm having to. That counter is super successful, especially against, you know, fast, aggressive defenses. Again, in the red zone, doesn't have the best running game to rely on due to his personnel. How do you score points? Super creative, man. You got the trips here to the field side. You're having these receivers, your outside receiver, he's crossing. He's going to cross, and then here's your number 2 guy who's going to be running, you know, what they think is a whip. He's going to stop, and then now he's upfield on the wheel route, basically, and the ball's on time, on the money. Like, let's just be creative, bro. This was fun. You know, this is very fun to watch. Everybody thinks he's going to either just whip out and he's keeping in front, and then he just burst out full speed, so he's able to get behind that zone defender. Yes, that's both his receivers that crossed inside. And then boom, on the money. This is innovative. That's fun. That's something that you could put Rashard Smith, Xavier Restrepo, you know, Ray, you know, Robbie. These are things that, you know, you could just imagine putting our players, our slot in that position, and it's money every time. Want to talk about some things you could do with TVD with his legs, or, you know, furthermore, Jakari with his legs. You get 2x2 set. I mean, you get a empty set. There's trips here and 2 here to the boundary, and then you bring Tank in that orbit motion, get everybody's eyes and focus going that way. And then here comes the fake that. Now it's QB power, and I'm rolling. And he's going to break some tackles and, you know, show some speed down to the end zone. But it just shows, one, he could scheme up his best player, and then he could scheme off his best player to get the defense in a very vulnerable position. Go ahead and get this thing going. Obviously, you just got to tackle that. You got to wrap that up. But even regardless, there was 12, 15 yards before contact. That's sexy job. That's a sexy job. If you can get a player 12 to 15 yards before contact, easy. Started off and, you know, you're in a 12 personnel set. You got tight end, 2 receivers here. You're motioning here. They're following with you. So let's, you know, that's man. This is a max protection. You see the tight end stand. You see the running back stand, so it's max protection. It's a 3-man route. You can always count and see it. Just know this is just a flat. This is an over, and you have that post over the top. So just easily get your one-on-one matchup. You identified that it's going to be man bringing it across. You know you have the time to wait on it. You either have this, you know, crosser coming this way or this post over the top. If not, you're just throwing it out of the stands. But when you have your guy, you can go ahead and just chuck that to him. So this is just great to see a max protection taking shots. You saw a lot of the field, you know, downfield throws we got to Rambo were in max protection. So TVD is very super familiar and very comfortable with it. This is something that needs to make its way down to Coral Gables. Another max protection look, a 3-man route. You got this fade going. You're going to have Tank doing a hitch, and then it's coming across on this post, so you can cross face of that safety who's sitting on Tank. It's no mistake why they're going across, but that ball needs to be thrown, you know, right here. Let him run under it. It's an easy touchdown. It's underthrown by 5-6 yards, so it's broken up. But this is just a great call here. Look at this safety commanding. From Tank demanding that safety be here. Look how far he is outside the hash. So of course you're just gonna cross face. This should have been an easy touchdown here, my G. But drawing it up, scheming it up, it's fire. We just gotta execute it. And you get over here to this next play here where they go another max. Not max protect, but the guy leaks late. You get this drag. Going, dig, crosser, whatever you want to call it. Flat leaks out, and now you're going deep for the post. Again, underthrown, but now you're getting head top, my G. So love it, attack it. You're always gonna get that inside leverage when you're in the slot, man. I'm trying to tell you. Head top. This is a crazy catch, my G. Obviously, he could have put it out in front of him like that last play and would have been a touchdown, but at least give your guy a chance to go get this ball. Like, imagine being him. Look, having that full view of your dog just get head top, my G. Damn. So yeah, we're taking a vertical deep shot here, which I love to see. You can't see it right now, but it's going to be a switch release going on between our Tank Dell and our receiver. So what that does is in man, it automatically ensures that you cannot get a hand on them. So now this is just a full speed track meet, which Houston's receiver wins. You'll check me out right here. So this is a stack. You're going Here's Tank going outside. He's going to be running this dig while he just goes for it without having no hands on him. It's over. You're just getting speed. Balls on the outside shoulder away from this safety that can help. That's actually a beautiful ball. I got to give credit where it's due. That's a beautiful ball. But again, the concept is crazy, attacking this man and then being super aggressive. My G, they are slaying this bit. Like, I cannot wait to see, that in the orange or green. Like, bro, I was sitting in them 42-3. Florida State lost whatever the hell the final score ended up being at Pittsburgh. I was watching Duke put up all these damn points on us. MTSU put all these damn points on us. We couldn't score. I am so happy Coach Mario went and got him an aggressive play caller, because we deserve that shit. Yeah, talking mushrooms, you know what I'm saying? We deserve that. And that's still a dime to the outside shoulder. 2x2 set here. You got your best player Tank here off, so no one could jam them, even though they're playing off. They're going to run, they're going to get vertical, man. Just have Tank coming across on a dig. They're going to bring some pressure here. So he has to get out of the pocket, which works perfectly fine because he has Tank coming across with all this space. And you obviously know the first person is not going to tackle him. But this is just great play calling, man. Just go ahead, make sure he gets a free release. They didn't elect to press, but they could have. But if they did, it was over because of the way his alignment was. He's going to get that free release. Ended up bringing pressure, so there was nobody to carry with him on the dig. This is just... and that cut. Eesh. Super aggressive play call. You got the stack here, so the safety's helping because he's expecting, one of these guys to get off free. So if one of these guys get inside, this safety needs to be there to help. That's why Tank Davis, who is the best player on the field, isn't getting double covered or bracketed. Simple levels concept. Great design here, which enables that safety to stay more, or at least start on this side of the field. Levels concept means hitch and slot fade. And this is a dime. Super dime. But you only get super dimes when you call aggressive plays. If it's a dink and dunk offense, you're not going to see super dimes, bro. You gotta be aggressive downfield, and then that's when you see the super dimes. This is a dime. Love that aggressive play calling, bro. Love it. So this is something that probably SMU didn't see much or prepare for. This is them under center, hard play action. And then you have the tight end here to the flat. Easy touchdown, simple, sophisticated, but I'm pretty sure, they don't line up under center that much. So, it wasn't something that they were expecting to see. Nice to switch it up a little bit. At this point in this game where, yes, that score is 77-56, they're probably playing pass. So great time in a 2x2 set to go ahead and sneak this inside zone off. You see how everybody's going this way? They're in straight pass rush road. It's not really any gap integrity going on over here. They're not expecting this run. So as this guy go ahead and tries to get his one-on-one matchup with this right tackle, that's going to open up this huge hole for this running back to just split through, makes one guy miss in the open field, and then it's attract me over here to the end zone. So love the call, love the guts to go ahead and still run this. SMU got caught lacking off their alignment, and if this is the great thing about the offense, man. Hey, we could pass it for explosive plays, but if that box is telling us to run it, I don't care if we're down, we're gonna hand that ball off. Like this quarterback threw some bad. He had 3 interceptions this game, and they still scored 63 points. Like, sheesh. Love scheming this, man. So this safety is sitting inside waiting for Tank, man. They're literally trying to bracket him, and you're again in the red zone. My G, just so creative. Love it, love it, love it. This is just a clean rub route. So it's gonna just be a slant and just take it in. Here's Tank, perfectly timed, gonna just break off his heel. So this safety was waiting for him to come inside. This guy's sitting here, and now he can't get back out. Who's perfect. This number 13, this is a great route here because he's literally just slanting and then taking it upfield, like literally just like an inside release, like seam route. He's just going, taking it, perfectly designed. When they're trying to take away your best player, you got 3 players. You have one guy who's supposed to stay outside, and then you have 2 who are waiting for him to come in, and you could still scheme him wide open. I mean, Jesus, you got the goodies, my guy. You got the goodies, my guy. I mean, you're scheming open the best guy on your team, the guy that they're trying to take away. I mean, it's crazy. Just trips here to the boundary, so it's real tight over here. You're gonna have Tank here in the slot. Have this little hitch, and you have this seam straight up the hash. You have Tank moderating his speed, so he can cut right off his heel. This is a rub route, 15 yards downfield. That's how nasty this OC is. And you just get Tank the ball in space. I mean, Jesus, my dude. Like, obviously, our players are going to have to be able to do this themselves. But I like the fact that you can go ahead and rub somebody, 15 yards downfield and have how much space in between them? Like, I mean, you have a guy running here, with 4 yards away going, diagonal. Plenty of space. Make this man miss. Oof. Jesus, Tank nasty. But, I mean, Jesus, bro. Look how wide open that is. That's just great. That's just great scheme, dog. Everybody named Mama trying to stop him, bro. And you continuously get him open. That's crazy. Trips here to the field side. They're gonna be in a man single high, man. Take your shots. This offense is seeking out those one-on-one matchups. We saw that with Lashley. We didn't win some of those one-on-one matchups, but now, one-on-one matchup hunting, taking the deep shots. This is a fun-ass offense. I mean, this is just a perfect time to call a jailbreak screen. Sometimes as a play caller, man, these things just come to you when you got that sauce. So outside jailbreaking screen, man, you're going to see, look at Tulsa. They're bringing everything. So this was just a perfect call right into the blitz. Thank God this dude caught it wide open. I know everybody's, they remember this type of play. That's just, again, very similar to Lashley. If you look at that Oklahoma State game when Wiggins dropped that screen coming right in that tunnel and he would have walked in, this is what it looks like if he would have caught it. This is just what it is, like just a great time to call this play. That's actually going to wrap up our Dawson review. Coach Dawson, we super happy to have you, bro.